You know, in my, I guess I'm going on 10 months on YouTube, I have had countless inbox messages from people asking me where Jahira's mission came from and what the mission is. And I don't think I've ever really answered it satisfactorily. So, prior to meeting Much Love and starting to make videos, I was at a place in my life where I just really needed to make a change. I really needed to kind of uproot myself from my comfort zone and do something that was going to bring me a sense of fulfillment. And I actually wanted to join the Peace Corps. I wanted to join the Peace Corps and go on a mission of sorts overseas, educating and assisting people in whatever capacity that I could. So I ended up being not educated enough to qualify for the Peace Corps. A notion which still strikes me as ridiculous because I think that every able bodied person who is willing to help should certainly have that opportunity because, from the end of the people receiving that help, I'm quite sure it would be appreciated. So it kind of came down to, I was really disappointed by that, and it kind of came down to, what can I do? What can I do? How can I offer myself in service? And the first thought that, manifested within me was just sort of, what are you passionate about? And I knew that I was passionate about, women and sort of what we go through as women. Insofar as, I can only speak for myself when I say it seems as though I spent a lot of years kind of delaying my life. You know, when I lose this weight, I will. When I have some free time, I will. When my kids are less needy, I will. And it's sort of like we can find an excuse to put everything in front of us and what we need, what we want, what we dream of right now, sort of right in this moment. It's always as like, you know, everything comes first. Everything. It's the spouse, it's the job, it's the children, it's the home, it's the dentist appointment or the soccer practice or the karate. You know what I mean? Like it's always something that takes precedence over us. And I am as guilty of it as anybody else. And so I kind of thought to myself, what would we be like? How much more productive human beings would we be if we took the time to attend to ourselves right now and appreciate ourselves right now and not delay feeling good about ourselves. Being okay with where we're at, exactly where we're at right now. Because I didn't do it. I spent years not doing it. And my health suffered for it, both physically, mentally, spiritually. You know, I lost a lot of years behind not feeling as though I was good enough to be loved. You know what I mean? Like, you can say I love myself, but in all actuality, it's like, I don't love myself yet, but I know that as soon as, I get this wardrobe or my nails are done or the kids are off to college or the husband looks at me with the face that he had, when we were still dating and it was still exciting and, that honeymoon phase was still on and popping, then I'll definitely love myself. I mean, I like myself. I'm a pretty decent person, but I know as soon as, you know, fill in the blank hurdle gets crossed, then I'll really love myself. But tomorrow's not promised. And I mean, if I go to sleep tonight never to open my eyes again tomorrow, I would like to know that I did so loving myself. But it's very easy to allow life to get in the way of acknowledging and recognizing your own self-worth. And I did that. And so it became sort of like, what if I can, kind of pull together a small group of women and talk about those things and, you know, shine the light on issues that pertain to women, affect women, but women may not necessarily be cognizant of, which is kind of where, the news stories began to come into play. And as the channel developed, because I never really expected anyone other than Nina and maybe like other family and friends. But as the channel developed, some guys started to sign into it and things of that nature. And so that's pretty much how it all manifested. But yeah, the mission has always been making you feel good about you right now, exactly where you're at. So therein lies the name. Yeah.